Our show today is brought to you by Homesteady of Greater Jackson, and if a tree has fallen on your mailbox and you need someone to come take care of it,
happened to you.
Homesteady can do that. So give them a call today. Homesteady of Greater Jackson, one of our sponsors on today's morning show. The Shamrock Shuffle is coming up next Friday on St. Patrick's Day at the YMCA. You can sign up. It's at 5:30. It's just $25 per entry. It's the Shamrock Shuffle, March 17th, 5:30 on St. Patrick's Day.
Joining us now from Jackson Catholic Schools, Chief Philanthropy Officer Ted Ludlow. I know I was going to have a hard time saying that.
I can't say it either.
CPO,
so it's okay.
sounds like
for
law
me. That works
enforcement
for
or
me.
something.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. How's things at Jackson Catholic Schools?
Things are good. We're busy. You had Steph on last week, and I know she talked about a lot of stuff, but we have a lot going on. Cool. And the thing I really hope to talk about today was the annual appeal. We're in full swing now. We've been running kind of a soft campaign all year and sending out kind of our vision and things that are happening at the school. And now we're going to launch full into it. So you're going to see our donors will see a packet come home with a envelope for giving. And during this time of Lent, which is prayer, fasting, and almsgiving, it's a great time to send that out and to get people ready for that part of the year.
The annual appeal, talk about that. It's been around for a long, long time, hasn't it?
It has. This year's goal is $350,000. Okay. We raise about $1 million a year in order to operate Lumen Christi in our Catholic school system. And the big chunk of the annual appeal goes to the financial aid that we give for our students in order to keep Catholic education affordable. The other piece, and I know you talked about this before, was the increase in pay for our teachers. And part of it goes toward that as well, to make sure that we have the best that we can have and the best available for your kids.
Yeah, and I know that was well received, and it's already impacted your efforts in recruiting staff. Sure.
Yeah, Stephanie's working hard on that with the principals, and they've had a real nice uptick in interest. It's hard to tell people that we offer a great product, that we really love our community and our employees, but sorry, we can't pay you. And that's the kind of thing that has to change, and we know that, and we're changing it, and it's been really well received.
Yeah. Stephanie mentioned that enrollment is up. How is enrollment?
Enrollment's good. So, and the one thing that Lucian wanted me to talk about this morning, and Kelly Schweitzer, our marketing person, prepares us before we come on. So I got my prep yesterday. So Lucian wanted to give us two pieces of information that are really important. The March 21st date, there's a slide somewhere here that tells you that, but enrollment has to be in by March 21st, and we're actually running over 80% for our current student base. And normally we only have about 60% at this time of the year. So people are really hepped up and interested in getting it done. So we're really excited about that. And the other date that's really important that we don't have a slide for, but March 10th is our fax deadline. Okay. So people that need financial aid, and anybody who sent their kid to college or anything like that understands how that works. All of our gifts, all of our support that we give to our kids is based on need.
Okay.
Everybody doesn't understand that. Everybody doesn't know that in our community, but that is where we spend our time. So everyone that gets aid has to go through that process. Everyone that gets aid, it's based on what their need is.
Give me a rough estimate on how many percentage take advantage of financial aid.
It's huge.
Yeah, I know it's large.
Yeah, it's over 60%. But I can tell you too that all of our kids have a subsidized education through our endowment and through our fundraising, because the real cost to educate is over $10,000, and nobody pays that in tuition. So everybody really takes advantage of it in one sense or another.
Yeah, and the parishes also contribute.
They subsidize especially to the elementary schools, so that comes out of their weekly offering, and the pastors then subsidize their schools in order to keep tuition low as well.
Awesome. Are any of the grades full, or are we able to enroll in all grades?
So we can enroll in all grades.
Okay.
We do have some, we're never full.
Yeah.
I mean, full is kind of a weird word, but there are some breaks where it gets easier. If you have class sizes of 30, that would be great. But you don't want to be 33 and 35, because then you split and you're so not full. But there are some classes that we are back to the hundreds again per class as we look down the system, rather than the 70s and 80s.
And that's so important.
Which is great. Yeah.
I saw some pictures from Queens from the 50s where there were like 80 kids crammed in one classroom.
My kids, when they went through Queens, there were, when Mickey went through, there were 36 in each of the two classes.
Yeah, we had, I think, 30 plus, 30 plus. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how crowded those halls were. They're crowded now, right?
But you think about the number of kids in the whole community, and everybody, there just aren't as many kids as there used to be. And that's really the piece that's important. And a lot of the work that we're doing right now and the work that I'm really focused on is how do we make Jackson a place where people want to live? Yeah. And I've been lucky enough this year to be elected to the Chamber of Commerce Board. And there's so many great things going on in this community, and we just got to keep getting the word out. And as Catholic schools, we want to be there, and we want to be a part of it, we want to support it, and we want to show our investment and our commitment to it. So,
are you still on the board? Chamber board?
I'm not. Ted took my spot.
I took his spot.
I nominated Ted.
Do they still have the breakfast?
Ted.
We have all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's great. We had actually a really cool meeting, and if we have just a second, we had a really cool meeting the other day to talk about a junior chamber of commerce.
Yeah, cool.
And there's kind of a move in the community. We have so many cool leadership things going on, so many opportunities for kids to get involved, but it's really fractured and there's so many pockets. And we're going to try to form a hub, I think. At least that seems to be the initial thrust, is to form a hub where all that stuff can go through, and we can maybe do some partnerships and get people working together to really help our kids. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we had a Night of Champions planned, but the blizzard took care of that.
It got us. Thanks for bringing me back on track there. Kelly really appreciates that. The Night of Champions has been rescheduled. And let me just check my notes so I don't screw it up again.
April 15th.
April 15th is Night of Champions. And I know that Jennifer Scanlon is going to host again. And you guys are going to be there to help us with broadcasting. And we have our 3 coaches involved. It's going to be a great night.
Awesome.
So. Everyone who bought a ticket, we're glad to that, and there's still room to buy some more now with the new date. So.
And you have a new event, spring event at
we do.
Jackson Catholic Schools.
We do. I don't know who told you about that. We're going to have this, and Jesse will be on at some point closer to the date. Yeah. But we are going to have a big spring event this year that revolves around our raffle, but it also involves a whole lot of sports activity on campus.
Very nice.
The Bishop's Cup will be there. They'll have all 4 high schools from the diocese, Lansing Catholic, Lumen Christi, Flint Powers, and Father Gabriel Richard, and Lumen Christi will all be doing softball, baseball, and soccer tournament that day.
Does this new league that the high school will be going into allow for more of the kind of Catholic community to get together for some of these type of events?
This is more diocesan bound rather than league bound, but it can't hurt when your schedule is based on a lot of other Catholic schools. So.
And I think some of those schools have sports that we don't have, like lacrosse.
Some do, and that's probably going to remain that way.
You don't want to. You could coach lacrosse.
We would love to have lacrosse. If we have like 600 or 700 students in the high school, we could definitely field a lacrosse team.
Yeah. Or if
the problem is schedule-wise, you end up with sports that suffer. Like you wouldn't be able to have track or soccer or softball. There are things that you can only do so many based on your role.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
All right, so people can give right now to the annual appeal, and we have this convenient QR code you can scan and take care of it just like that.
Ted, if you want to donate to something specifically, can you do that too?
You can. Inside of the QR code when you go in, there are several different categories that you can give to. You can direct your giving, or you can just give it to the annual appeal as such. So.
Yeah, a lot of families have done that.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a lot of cool stuff going on. We're working on a redo of our softball field, a relocation, and we're real close on that. The girls' locker room we're working on.
Nice.
We're going to put together a proposal right now for a couple more classrooms, and we're working on a design for the commons and the cafeteria.
Awesome.
So, lots of really cool stuff.
Yeah,
so.
good things happening.
Yeah.
Always good to see you. Thanks for joining us, Ted.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Ted Ludlow from Jackson Catholic Schools. More of the morning show right after this.
Thanks.